Oh, good evening. This is Dirty 20 Gaming. My name is Kevin, and these amazing people have come back. We did this before, and none of them ran away. They all came back to play a game with me again, and that makes me happy every single time. Let's talk to the wonderful people. Let's start with hide. You can't hide behind your own hand. You should know that by now. Sarah, links and stuff.
Uh, all right. Hey y'all, my name is Sarah. I go by Sans on the Discord. I am on this channel 3.5 nights a week. Tonight I am here as Clarity Palace. I guess I'm a cleric to Apollo.
Yeah.
Uh, on Wednesday, Mask Orc Force game, I play Nightwish. I'm probably not going to be the leader much longer.
Oh,
On
okay.
our we had some bad things happen last time.
Yeah, I heard.
Our our Thursday game, City of Mist, Demon Paradox. I am the DM of the Chaos over there. My players have no clue what I'm doing, but I do. And on our Sunday game, Seven Sea, Shadow of the Nocturne, I play Rose and Nyx. I let it. I led into battle screaming, yay! Other than that, you can find me over on Tango Productions, working on stuff and things with the Scarred Adventure and Raw Paper Fox.
Thank you. Wonderful. Next, let's go with Deku.
Hello.
Hey, what do you do when you're not here? As I say every single week.
Not a whole hell of a lot except watching things and living my life.
As you say pretty much every single week.
Because I'm not doing shit
Yeah, that's not true.
anyway.
Yeah,
But tonight what I'm
yeah,
doing is playing our Goliath fighter Iphigenes.
yes. And looking forward to thumping stuff, I'm sure, by this point. Uh, sometimes violence is the answer. But thank
I
you.
have
Yeah.
2 flasks of oil and 10 torches.
Ooh.
Disease ain't got shit on me.
I am in for a thumping. I can feel it coming. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being such a long time fan. I mean, you have been following us since before there was an us, and I don't forget those things. So thank you very, very much.
Thanks for
Uh,
having me.
you're very welcome. And I guess I got to stay thematically consistent now. Speaking of before there was an us, before there was even a them before the us. This is going to make no sense to except for, well, 3 people. Brandon, thank you very much for joining us. And I'll throw you on the spot. Tell us briefly about one of the characters you played in one of our offline games.
Oh God, that was a long time ago, Kevin.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay,
uh,
I got a better idea. Tell us your favorite story about a certain monk that you were in the game with. No? Okay, I will.
Kevin,
Uh, okay,
you're drifting away.
it's okay. I'm gonna. Okay, I'll tell the story. You way long time ago. I think it was in our very first game. One of the other players was playing a monk, and over and over and over again, he asked me to fight another monk. Hey, give me another monk. Give me another monk. Give me another monk. So I did. I finally took the worst monk that everybody says, the Way of Four Elements monk that everybody hates, and I beat that monk's ass with a stick. It was brutal. It was 2 rounds and it was over. He was done, and he never asked me to fight another monk again. But that was a very long time ago, and that was my original point. Brandon has been with me since before any of this. So talk about understanding that there's a history. I can see you, buddy. It's been 9 years. We figured out last week. 9 years we've been gaming together, so that's pretty special. Thank you for joining us. I made a mess out of that, and if I had any self-respect at all, I would probably edit that, but I'm not gonna. So, um, next, at the other end of the spectrum, our newest member and newest player in the game, playing a certain mechanical kobold for us this evening. Corey, what do you do when you're not here?
Thank you for having me, Kevin. Hello, my name is Corey. You may know me as Curtis Mons on Instagram or Scout on the Discord. When I'm not here, I'm usually working on my next craft, my next art piece, either a 3D print, sculpt, or some sort of digital art.
Awesome. Wonderful. Thank you. And I guess there's me. We're doing this twice on Mondays, two completely different groups, one same script, played very differently, obviously, because that's why I did this. And then on every second Wednesday, it is a joyful part of my week because I get to play a particularly bard-like pigeon. And we're playing a Humblewood campaign, and we are going to save the forest from the terrible fire creatures, and it's going to be awesome. So tune in for that on every second Wednesday. But we got through all of that. Check. We're moving on. Let's start with a summary. Often I don't do these, but this game needs one. These games need one. So, roughly speaking, Iphigenes has Hope in a hip-mounted holster, which hides the fact that it's the incredibly precious item that it is. Iphigenes also got a magic bracelet at one point. We met Scout. Scout was rescued. Scout ran free. Scout got told he had a job to do. Scout got brought back. You stole some stuff. You sealed the well and healed some athletes. You met a master thief named Rumor Has It. You saved most of the garden and tracked disease. At least you have a direction, like you tracked him to the fence, right, Scout? And then we ended up in the garden with a all but completely exhausted Clarity, having burned all the spell slots to save the flowers and the garden. And in the distance, we can hear the screaming of the last adventurers back that were trying to find an alternate way into Olympus. And they're very loudly telling anybody that will listen the story that they heard fighting. They crested a hilltop. They looked down and saw nothing but a bloody aftermath, no bodies. And they came running home to tell somebody who's tough enough to go find what's going on there. So, with that, it's getting late in the day of your second day of all of this. I wanted to start with Clarity because your world's just got to be going boom, 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 like a religious migraine at this point. But when you come back to the real world, like I said, you were sort of a conduit there for a little while. When you sort of blink and they're your eyes again, you can see you saved most of the garden. There's kind of a ring where he killed out to here and you healed out to there. So there's just one little line that didn't quite get saved. But you're looking at that thinking that would take me a month because I'm actually going to have to do that with a trowel and some fertilizer now because I got no magic left, right? You look around, you've got Iphigenes, Stallion, and Phoebe standing there. I'll give you the opening scene because Scout, you're coming back, right, with the information about the footprints, right? So yeah, Clarity. I want to give you one line before Scout gets back, and then you guys are a group again.
And Phoebe has told me who my god is now, right?
You just found out that Apollo is your yeah.
Yeah. It's just holding on still to the staff and just exhausted, like, hey, it's Apollo. Someone carry me to my box. And she falls over.
Yes. As you hit the ground, poof, that's the moment the sun sets because Apollo is the god of the sun. They set behind the horizon. The last of the power fades. Boom, over you go, flat on. I mean, you only fall that far, right? It's very dramatic, but you probably not hurt yourself. But yeah, so our first act of tonight's show, Clarity passes out. Boom. Scout charges in, comes back, comes back to the group around the fountain. When you get back, I mean, when you left here, this was all dead. It's all alive now except for this very thin strip. And you get back just in time to watch your cleric go poof. The three of you and Phoebe, what do you do?
Scout, did you find the trail?
I had. It's on the other side of this garden. Um, oh dear, that's a lot of dead foliage.
Yes, there was more, but Clarity seems to have performed a miracle and is paying the price. Gestures at her fainted body. He then picks her up. Uh, I guess he is an older brother, so he knows how to pick up a kid.
Oh yeah.
In fact, his parents had
Mhm.
another one while he was gone, so he's like, "Well, guess I'm doing this again."
Yep.
But he's turning to Phoebe and Thalion and saying, "We must move on. Scout, lead the way," and follows Scout.
Scout gives them a nod and leads them towards the other side of the garden.
So around the edge of the garden and then back to the footprints that lead to the fence. Okay. Thalion.
The
I'm just
Oldie but a
imagining like
goodie.
all of this happens and then I saw the image of Clarity falling over and I saw Iphigenes just picks her up and plunk and off we go and it's just oh, it made me giggle. Thalion, please. Yeah.
Oldie but a goodie for you, Kevin. I have a question.
Oh, good.
Uh,
This is my favorite moments. What are you gonna do?
the party of adventurers that we can hear screaming and yelling that
Yep.
they heard a battle, but then
Mhm.
there's just blood and gore
Yep.
and no bodies.
Yep.
Is this in a similar direction to where we're heading, or are they? Does it seem associated at all with disease? It doesn't seem like it.
No, disease is from what Hope has told you is just attracted to purity. So it'll be going the next place sort of it can find to make a mess of. But the no, there is no but. That was what you asked. So yeah, there's the yeah. So with that
In that case,
information,
I'm
yeah.
going to catch up. I'm going to catch up with Iphigenes and ask Hope directly. Uh, a missing party of adventurers seems to have been killed and their bodies taken. Would that have anything to do with one of your former Pithos mates?
Oh, probably. I mean, it's right out there where the causeway fell, right? They went out looking for another way in, and this happened, so probably. We should look into that. And she's got like a little deerstalker hat appears on her head, and she holds up a magnifying glass.
If I may guess, figure it's violence. However, we cannot lose this trail. We had a hard enough time finding it in the first place.
Okay.
I don't disagree with you. I'm just wondering if we shouldn't decide how we're going to prioritize this, because none of these evils are going to be well, pleasant to have free. Is disease necessarily the first one we should go for? Because at least we know where to look for her later. It later, them later.
I agree that we must prioritize something. However, disease may lead to famine, and famine can lead to many, many deaths.
Phoebe says, well, we can at least take a look. Scout, you said it was this way, and I'm just. This is what I think
I
they
thought
would
we
do.
were walking and talking following Scout
Oh,
anyway.
and you okay? So you were going in that direction anyway. Okay, I thought it was a talk. Okay, in that case, never mind. In that case, Phoebe has gone ahead while you guys were talking, and you hear from the fence. Unless did anybody make a specific effort to keep up? No.
No,
Yeah.
but I
I
do
thought
have.
I said walking, talking, but never mind.
No,
Go
you
ahead.
were. Yeah, you were.
I,
Yeah.
I never made any effort to stop this. I was
Okay.
just
All right.
I
Yeah.
was on the move while I
Yeah.
was
All right.
questioning things.
Thank you. So yeah, you guys are moving around, and Scout, you wanted to?
Yeah, I do have one question. Where the trail was led to, was it by a gate? I know it was by the fence, but was there a gate, or did it seem like the culprit hopped over the fence?
You the fence in question is just one of those rail fences, so it's like the spiky rails. So it almost looks like they walked through it. There's no sort of sense of them stepping over it. It's almost like the Terminator walked through it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, and that's yeah. So as you get back there, it's Phoebe that looks down, and I'm not gonna make them take a survival roll. I'm just gonna give it to them. Um, that's not, and they point at the feet, and they walked through the fence. And now, from everybody else, I would like either a perception check or your passive perception, whichever's higher.
I have to reopen my sheet after.
Okay.
Clarity will be
science.
purposely failing.
Okay. Yep. I appreciate that.
Mm,
You said perception or
Going boop.
survival?
Perception or your passive perception.
All right.
Whichever's higher.
Yeah. 15.
I got a 15.
Yeah. Thank you. And a 22. Wow. Okay. That makes perfect sense. You've kind of been here before. You saw this before, so you're a little less shocked by the Terminator walk. You start to look beyond the fence where it actually went, and it's not that far. Now that the sun has all but gone down, you can see that this area in front of you, you're not staring into the sunset anymore. It's an open, swampy area, and the footsteps just go bloop, 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 and then there's just sort of an oil slick. And with your 22, and it was going to be 20 and up, realizes this. And Faith will back. Oh, sorry, did it again. Hope will back this up. They're gone. Disease has walked into the water, and they're essentially untrackable now. This is what they did in the garden, right? They went into the ground and then infested, and here they've gone into a swamp and just sort of dissipated. So for now, Hope says, "Oh, we're gonna have to wait until he comes back up now, and then hope we can catch him before he gets to." Yep. Let's have Brandon first. I saw you and.
Is he going to come up here?
Anywhere connected by water to here. Like you're on the ocean,
I look
right?
at the swamp.
Yeah.
That could be anywhere.
Yep. Oh yeah. I mean, the ocean's right there, right, just outside the wall. There's water. There's groundwater everywhere.
And should we be wary of any body of water?
This is how he poisoned the well. But luckily, people don't drink from here.
Then it appears we do not have too much to worry about.
We'll just have to catch him when he comes back.
Viganese kind of punches the fence a bit. It's gone dark already, hasn't it?
The sun went down when Clarity passed out, so yeah, it's getting dark now. It's definitely dusk.
By the time we get to the causeway or wherever the dead adventurers are, it's going to be way too late to do any investigating.
I would agree with that. Yeah. The others, you guys are there. I'm nodding that it makes sense. It's that dark. Yeah. So. Yep. I saw you
suppose it makes
unmute,
sense.
Clarity. Yep.
Go ahead, Brandon.
I was just gonna say, I suppose it makes sense to have a fresh start tomorrow. Perhaps Clara to be able to help us as well. She seems in no state for a fight at this moment.
Just from I feel like under somebody's arm because for
You-
some reason my brain went with the Phineas or not Phineas, Atticus carry where everyone carried him like a briefcase.
Yep.
Um, my brain is just like, he sounds good.
And maybe the tiniest of little snores. Uh, so, any of you that are associated with a temple or with a god, therefore, can just essentially walk into a temple of that. If you don't have a place here, you can walk into a temple of that faith and just ask for a room. But you guys have options. So, where do you take your long rest to metagame ever so slightly? And where do you agree to meet up in the morning? If you do.
I mean, if Igony saw where Clarity was sleeping in a goddamn box on the fucking street,
Yep.
so he kind of wants to go ahead and pay for her to get a room at the inn he's staying at, just so she can get some real sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe take a bath when she wakes up.
Yeah. Okay.
Get some real food in her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I love it. Okay.
For the most part,
Okay.
Scout's been sleeping in a cage.
Yeah.
And since he's been recently released, I highly doubt he wants to be left alone.
Yeah.
So he's gonna bunk with someone.
Who wants a cobalt sleeping in Clarity? Yeah. Oh, Clarity invites him to the room. Oh, you guys are all in the same room. Yeah, that makes sense.
Clarity's
Iphigenes?
so little it makes sense.
Yeah. And Iphigenes, you're good with that? With Scout in the
Might
room
as
too?
well.
Okay.
I mean, Thalion seems to have his own arrangements, so
Yeah, okay. Speaking of Thalion, yeah.
Yes, I already have a room at an inn,
Yeah.
so I will return to that.
To your
But
own room,
when Iphigenes says he's going to get Clarity a room, I will take out the coin purse that I stole from the people that had Scout hostage that Iphigenes had given a gold piece to, and I will give him a gold piece to go towards the room.
thank you.
Absolutely love it. Okay, and Phoebe buggers off to their hideout because they have one. But just before they go, she's, so where are we meeting? In the morning?
Probably the plaza in the middle is probably the most central location in the city.
Okay. Everybody else
Is it?
Sense to me.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna get to do it in groups. Let's start in the room. Iphigenes, you got a whole gold piece. That's a really nice room. The three of you get in. It includes dinner in the tavern downstairs, drinks if you want them, a couple of ales, and the rooms are just upstairs, one level from that. So all the heat rises and it smells great up there. It smells like food and happy people downstairs. It's a shock and a difference from what you guys just went through. These people just don't seem to care. It hasn't triggered, it hasn't affected them much yet. So the three of you in that room, let's start with Clarity, because I think you're probably going to be the first one to pass out. Is there anything that you need to do before you snoo?
Knowing now, I think who her deity is, she might make like a little altar.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, just put up a really quick one when she's conscious.
Yeah.
And then sees like it works.
Yeah.
And then proceeds to just fall back
and then piff,
as it's done.
Yeah, somebody gets a pillow under you as you land. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Um, Scout, you're in the room with these two. You just met them today. You guys have been on a little run. The cleric seems to be taken care of now. I mean, they're sleeping again, looking healthy. Um, what are your? Is there anything that you need to do before you bed down for the evening?
As far as he knows, not really. He's just looking for somewhere to curl up. Are there any dressers or drawers in the room?
Oh yes, yep, yep. Nice big vertical stack of drawers. Those ones that are like the good old medieval ones, right? The big. I said this was a nice room, so yeah, there's plenty of room.
Hmm.
Epiphanes will probably take a pillow off the bed and give it to Scout to sleep on top of.
Yeah. All right. So in Scout, where are you
Yeah, Scout
sleeping?
would just look curiously at the pillow. Just look just down,
Do you know?
give the
Do you
pillow a
not know
good
what a pillow is?
poke. Just
Nice. Yeah.
because he's never seen a pillow before.
Yep. Absolutely fair. Yeah. So yeah. So that yeah, it's a whole.
You sleep upon it. It cushions you again from the floor.
Oh. And Scout just slowly crawls on top of it, still unsure, but was like,
Yep.
okay. Rolls around. Now, for his size, you may not think he weighs much, but he's mostly metal.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
there's quite a
Yeah.
bit of give on this pillow.
Yeah. Just
So he
yeah.
looks down at the pillow, does kind of do a little turn before he
Yeah.
sits,
Beautiful.
and he's just staring blankly. He's like,
Yeah. Yep. I have a pillow now. I love it. And if Higgins, you, your your cleric's taken care of. Your new friend is happy with their pillow.
I guess first thing he does is get out of the armor,
Yep.
and this is probably the first time any of the group has seen his face properly.
Fair.
And
Yeah.
what's revealed is probably a man in his late 20s, early 30s, and shaved. His hair is shaved on the sides, but he's got the hair just on the top pulled back into like a little tail,
Yeah.
and he is scarred as all fuck.
Yep.
Like slashes and jabs, and the corner, like the left corner of his mouth
Yeah.
is has been healed into a permanent sneer because his upper lip was that damaged.
Uh
And he wasn't that good looking to begin with. He's his lineage is descended from hill giants, which, as far as I'm aware, are not the most handsome giants, nor
not.
are they the most intelligent giants. So he's probably had a lot of shit to deal with
Yep.
even before he got taken as a prisoner of war. But he's still alive, bitches. Anyway,
So
he
do. Oh, go no,
he
please
gets
go
that
ahead.
armor off.
Yeah.
He goes and takes a bath, and he'll leave the Pithos and Hope with Scout while he does that before coming back in. I suppose. Let's see. With the weapon mastery, what I can do is if I wanted to, I could trade one of the three I have effectively prepared and switch it out with something else
Yep.
per long rest.
Yep.
So I'm trying to decide I think I'll keep the 3 I have already.
Okay. Yeah. So
But I guess before Scout sleeps, I'll ask him, are you in need of a weapon to defend yourself with, Scout?
I am not sure.
And Scott just looks at his arms. Now, Epignes, how close do you look at Scout?
Um, I guess now that he's got the time to do it, he's sort of like squatting in front of you, just taking you in. Did you even eat or have anything to drink?
I do not require eat and drink.
Hmm.
So, if you look close enough, are you looking at his arms?
Yes.
Okay. You'll see very faint panel lines, almost as if they can open up.
He'll kind of tap at your arms in that spot. This seems different from the rest of your arm.
Huh. That is odd, I suppose.
And Scout goes ahead and probably gives it like a little curious tap before it suddenly opens up like it slides open.
yep.
And inside, do you look inside?
I mean, I'm just as curious as Scout is at this point, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. So inside his forearm, you see what looks like a rotating chamber containing various tools.
Hmm. Like, would
Think of
he?
like a think of like a chamber of a revolver, but with a lot more chambers in it.
Yeah.
And in
But
each chamber, you see
instead of
like a certain
bullets, it's
tool.
like screwdrivers and chisels and probably little mini hammers.
Yeah, pretty much. At least that's in
Mhm.
his right arm.
Yeah.
That seems convenient. Hmm. I guess he would want to look at the other arm, see what's in there.
Okay. So Scout looks at the other arm. Same similar paneling. He taps it, but this time when it opens up, it flips open. And on the inside of the lid, you see a symbol 1. Now, on the inside of his left arm, you see, hold up, let me check his inventory. All right. Hmm. Well, you see that it's empty.
Don't you have?
Hmm.
But there
Was
are
that?
chambers, but they're all empty.
Hmm. If we are to face vice, you will need something to defend yourself with.
Scat would very much like that. What did you have in mind?
Well, I have this extra scimitar that I liberated off of a bandit that attempted to attack me. However, this is something of a martial weapon, so not everyone can use it effectively. But I wonder if you may, whether you, even if you do not remember. I guess mechanically, or that's my in game way of
Yeah.
asking, can Scout use a martial weapon?
Yes. If nothing, we can reskin it as a rapier. They are allowed to use that because of his class choice.
I mean,
So,
it's not that big a deal. I can use like all weapons, and I do have a short sword that I can loan to Scout. That's a simple weapon.
that's guaranteed. Yeah.
Well, apparently he can use either one of those,
Okay. There you go.
depending
So,
which one can fit in his arm.
Probably the short sword then. So I can lend the short sword to Scout, and I can take the long rest to swap weapon masteries from short sword to scimitar.
okay. Excellent. Perfect.
Okay.
So yeah, you can drag and drop a short sword onto your character sheet, Scout.
All right.
And
Now, another thing that's kind of curious depends how far on his arms you look. You see, in the palms of his hand, you see little circular panels that kind of like oh dear, how can I explain this?
Like
Almost like
glassy?
a no, not glassy, more like a spiral hatch.
okay, yeah, like a
Yes, like a spiraling mechanism.
aperture.
Like when
Yeah,
it was up. So
yeah,
when you give Scout the sword, he takes it in his hand. That little panel opens up, and the
yeah,
sword gets
yeah.
sucked right in.
Nice. So yeah, when he draws his sword, it comes out of his arm into the hand. I love it. Okay. So as
Huh. You're
yeah.
quite the curious little creature, Scout.
I thank you. I am still wondering how I became like this. But I guess that would be a mystery for another time.
See,
Surely
that
the
would seem
answers will
so.
show themselves soon enough.
Yes.
Epiphanes, as you settle down to concentrate on the skill set, the room gets quieter. All you can hear eventually is the snoring of Clarity in the background, resting on their pillow, still clasping the staff in both hands, I presume. Every once in a while, Apollo. Where's where we cut to Thalion? You finally get home, open the door, step in, close the door behind you. You're in your own place, your own room. What do you do? What's the thoughts?
Um, Thalion came to Argos originally on a research trip, so I'm
Yep,
going through my notes. I don't need to sleep. I just need to
yep,
meditate 4 hours, and I can do that perfectly well while reading.
yep.
I'm going through my notes and trying to find any information that I might have come across on these
Oh,
evils that were just introduced into the world,
okay. Oh, I like that.
or other ways to, shall we say, eliminate creations of Hephaestus,
Right.
because
Yep. Okay, so
I don't necessarily know that I have any, but
would you call that an Arcana roll? Probably.
uh, yeah, Arcana or History, well, they're the same for me, so let's go
Okay.
with Arcana.
Okay. Give us the roll. 17. Okay. You get a complete list of the eight that you're up against, and 17. I'll give you the. You were told by Hope that they were going to sort of come in waves. From everything you can read, the most patient ones, no surprise at all, are old age and death. So those are probably going to be the last ones you face. Uh, which means by default, you know the three that will be in the middle, which will be violence and. One moment, please. Uh, oh, good grief. Anyway, I'll give you the order. But you with a 17, you realize the order that you're likely to face them in, which means that you are convinced you've got a fairly short period of time, maybe another sort of day or two, to get the other two in the bin before the next ones roll in. Other than that, the 17, that's about all you're going to get for one night and just in your own room, right?
Yep, fair enough.
Okay. And yeah, I'll post the order in cast chat after the next 3, and then the last 2. Anything else before you crash out? That's probably that's probably a couple hours work, right? There's no Google. You actually had
Yeah,
to read
no,
that. So yeah, okay. We cut briefly to Phoebe in the hideout. They left in a hurry, so as soon as they get back, they start taking. They still had all the loot from their last job on the table. Remember, they started with their feet up in it, telling the messenger to go away. So they finally got back there, and the first and really only thing they do before they rest is pack that all back in the chests and hide the chest and the secret things in the wall and check the trap at the door and try to figure out how the messenger got past that trap, and then finally they curl up on their couch and go to sleep. So that's everybody as close to unconscious as they get. In the very early hours, like 2 hours before sunup, when it's still dark, there's not even the false dawn yet, there's a yelling and a screaming from the city that you can hear wherever you are in each of your places. And the word that you hear over and over again is a terrifying word in an ancient city: fire. Let's do, because you were the first one to sleep, Clarity. Technically, you were the first one to sleep last night. Let's have you be the first one to sort of pop up, because, like, I can imagine that. It's like fire, 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 best healer ever.
Yeah.
yeah, boom. How do you respond to that? You don't know where you are, right? You wake up in a strange hotel room on a pillow. Oh yeah, Apollo. What a night. What do you
Yeah.
do?
Look at my little altar. Like, look outside, realize the sun's not up yet. Look at the altar, give it a little bow,
Yeah.
and then I look at the other 2. Are they still out?
There's coming around. There is a window in the room too, because
Mhm.
it's a hotel room. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that yet.
Yet. I love that. Oh, that's good. That did keep me on tenterhooks. What do you do?
She's just gonna take her staff and like hit it on the floor a couple times,
Yeah.
and immediately, "There's a fire! They need our help!"
Yeah.
And then she's out.
Yeah.
She's gone.
Scout, you don't need sleep, right? So you were just sitting there on your pillow. You see Clarity pop up, scream that, and then turn around and run for the door.
Actually, he was asleep for like 4 hours.
Oh well, yeah, but it's been about 6, so technically long enough to get a long rest in, but not a whole. Yeah. So just to be clear, Clarity, you're heading towards the scene of the disaster. Even yeah,
Yep.
okay. As you run past the window, you kind of look out and you can see the fire is right down on the water at the port. One of the big warehouses is on fire, and it's one that has cloth in it. So it's linen and things like that. It's You couldn't ask for better fire material. This thing, the whole building is just torched.
Yep.
And you can see pretty much the whole city is just heading in that direction with their buckets, either of sand or of, they're going to get water from the sea. But there's the whole communal effort. They're all heading that way. So can you just join the flow and head that way?
I'm headed that way to heal anyone who has possibly been hurt by the fire.
All right. We're gonna go with Scout because you're already awake. Figanese actually has to blink twice. So, Scout, how do you respond to what you just saw and heard?
All right. Whoops. So, is anyone else awake in the room Scout's in?
The only other person is Figanese, and they're coming up. They're starting to sit up, like one eye's open, and they're starting to move. And I presume
One arm is headed for the shield,
Yep,
like automatically.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's like getting dressed before you're even awake. Yeah, into the
Okay.
armor. So yeah. So you've got that split second before they're up. Yeah. But Clarity's
So
gone
Scout,
out the door.
in that case, Scout looks back at Epiphanes, see that he is getting ready, and he immediately follows Clarity out the door.
Okay.
Out the window.
Oh, the window. Oh, in that case, how high is the window from the ground?
I don't know, did Clarity go out the window? Was that no?
Oh, I thought because you said there was a window and Clarity
Oh,
just kind of
and she just
bolted out.
left. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah.
No.
She ran down.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't. You're right, though. I didn't fill in the gap. You looked out the window, then turned and ran down the stairs through the tavern and out into the street. Okay, thank you for yes, because I can. That's a legitimate question. Anytime Sarah is playing a character, did you go out the window is a legitimate question. So,
Did you out the window of the tavern? Did you out the window of the car? Who knows what windows I'm going out of?
So yes, thank you for the clarification. So boom down the stairs. By the time you get out the door outside to see where the fire is, Scout's there because they're faster than you, right? I'm going to leave the two of you standing at the door. Scout is at this point when you see the fire as well. Iphigenes. By the time, I mean, you're quick, but by the time you get even the basics of the armor on, the other two are out of the room.
Yeah, I just looked it up and it takes 1 minute to don leather light armor.
Yep.
So
we can shorten that by a bit, but you will be a bit behind them. That's all that means. So given that, yeah.
He's not leaving this room without his armor or his weapons.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
This just kind of feels like evil shit. And
Yeah.
if they're going to have a fight, he's not walking into it unprepared.
Right. So click, 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 everything right, double check, do it all right like a scuba diver, and then down the stairs and out the door.
It probably takes a couple seconds for the one wrist brace because of that bangle that's on.
Yep.
And he's not used
fair.
to it yet.
Yeah,
so
good point. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Kind of looks at it for a second, remembers the old man that was molding silver like it was clay.
Mm-hmm.
Wonders if this is just a pretty thing or is it special. No time to think about that. Move.
Bang, and down the stairs. Okay. So we're gonna leave the three of you because I'm assuming you. Oh no, you wouldn't have stopped, right, Clarity? But honestly, they're fast enough; they'd catch you within half a block anyway. So, vroom, vroom,
Yeah.
vroom, kind of like one of those old movies where the people are running back and forth between the rooms in the hallway. There's a couple of moments of that, and then boom, you're all headed down towards the place. Perfect. Thalion, unbeknownst to any of that, you hear the cries of fire and wake up to that. What do you do?
Yeah, I jump up and I quickly like stow my notes back in my bags, and I'm out the door, preparing to join the brigade because
Yeah.
fire is dangerous for my libraries.
Oh yes, it is. Yep. Phoebe, in the hideout, wakes up, opens one eye, and basically says, "Not my problem," and tries to go back to sleep. And then the voice in their head says, "Oh, but it is." And with a big, heavy sigh, she gets up and walks out and heads towards the fire. I want one member of the three of you, so either Clarity, Scout, or Iphigenes. I want one of you to roll a d20, no modifiers. And Thalion, I want you to roll a d20 with no modifiers. And I'm going to roll one for Phoebe.
Who wants to roll the d20 all?
Okay. It's nothing
My rolls
terrible.
have been kind of mid.
It's nothing terrible.
Oh,
Thalion, did
mine
I
are-
get a roll from you? Not yet. No?
I rolled
Screw
14.
it, I'm doing it.
14. Okay.
Go ahead.
Boop, 15.
Okay, and a 15. All right, this makes perfect sense. The three of you, just as you all catch up in the group, Iphigenes, you see. I mean, they're pretty easy to see, right? It's pretty easy. You can see the staff bouncing through through the people, and right behind them, your new metallic friend bounding behind them. You catch up just in time to get to the business part of the city, and all of your eyes are drawn to the side. You see motion over here down an alley. And at the end of that alley, you see the back of two strangely familiar minotaurs. They look exactly like all the other minotaurs that are part of the problem. And they're about to lay a beating on a tailor who's standing in front of his shop like this, backing up. And there's three or four sort of just locals rubbernecking. They're backing away. They're not going to get involved, but they're watching. The three of you see that. How do you respond? You still got the fire. You're still headed towards the fire. Don't all talk at once. Clarity's looking for stuff. I can see that. Somebody's reading the character sheet. Yeah, Scout.
Iphigenes is
Okay,
kind of.
Iphigenes. Yeah,
Oh.
that's okay. Iphigenes, you started talking first, so you go.
Iphigenes is getting a little bit frustrated with getting jerked around the city like this. So he's going to like shove the rubberneckers out of his way and just charge at the minotaurs to take out his frustration on something.
Yep. All right. Iphigenes peels off like a fighter pilot heading for a fist fight. Just banks into the alley. Scout, you were just about to speak.
Yeah, a little something above the table.
Yeah.
How do I add to my inventory?
You should just be able to drag it from the
search it from the compendium and
the stack of books, the image with the books at the top. If you click that and then search, you're putting a short sword on. Actually,
yep.
I can do it in a second for you here.
Okay, here's items.
Figured out what I can do.
That's good. Oops. Did you do it?
Thank you.
You got it? All right.
Yep, got it.
Okay. There we go. No, I don't have to. All right. So, with that, what does Scout do?
So, if I recall, Iphigenes is charging towards the Minotaurs.
Yep.
Clarity is
at the moment they're going next, so you don't know what they're doing. You last seen heading towards the fire, with you on their heels, literally. So, yeah.
In that case, Scott will pretty much tail behind Iphigenes in case he needs backup.
Okay. So Scout and Fig. And Iphigenes, yeah.
But seeing the fire does kind of trigger some sort of memory to him. So there is some hesitation before he follows Iphigenes.
Yeah, so then you kind of start running in the other direction. Yeah. Okay. Clarity, you sense a sort of absence behind you. There was the clattering of metal feet and the now familiar sound of Iphigenes in armor moving behind you, and suddenly neither one of those are there. You turn around and you see them all. You see them both heading down an alley.
Yes, she starts to go to the fire.
Yeah.
But realizing these two are about to head into a fight.
Yep.
They're gonna need me more.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So you skid. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And am I within 60 feet?
Of the two of them?
Of the Minotaurs?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
Yeah. When we engage, I've got a map and the whole shenanigans. I just want to know what order we're getting there in. So, okay, so you get the three of you are fight. It's the Itchy and Scratchy show, and off you go. Perfect. Thalion, you're still heading towards the fire. and you don't see this happening. As you get closer to the fire, you see um, a group of three minotaurs. One of them's burnt, like you see them holding their arm up, and you can see burnt hair on their arm. But they're three very familiar minotaurs running away from the scene of the fire, not towards it. Everybody else is running towards it. You do have your familiar with you, your owl.
There's no way I can take on 3 minotaurs by myself.
Nope.
Uh, they're just running away. They're not like interfering with people that are trying to run to help put
Nope.
out the fire.
Nope. They're just fleeing.
Okay, my owl's going to follow them,
Okay.
and I'm going to join the bucket brigade.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. And you just keep checking in every once in a while.
Yep.
So, yeah. So we're gonna leave you running up and down the street. They assign you to a sand bucket brigade rather than water, because it's further to get to the ocean. So they've got these big piles of sand set aside for just this sort of thing. And so the much learned Thalion is now most useful hauling 2 buckets of sand at a time over to where they're throwing it on the fire. While checking in with your owl from time to time, and we're going to leave you there for just a second. Phoebe comes out of their lair and starts making their way across the city. They see 2 of these minotaurs again, and immediately, like it's not even a thought, they just go into stalking mode, and they just start following them and following them and following them. As they do that, they're just about to start the inevitable fight. Like you can, if the camera watching over them, you can see the Eldritch Blast just building on their fingertips. Like they're going, they're getting. They did not make the same decision Thalion made. This is Phoebe. They're convinced 2 Minosaurs is a cakewalk, right? So they're charging up, charging up, charging up, and then at the last second, they stop and look to the side, and that's when they see Clarity Iphigenes, and then Scout, and then Clarity go boom, boom, boom past the end of an alley, just over there, and they look back like, oh, I want to do this, and then heavy sigh and run down the alley after the 4 of you. So they've joined you now, or you haven't seen them yet, but they're joining you in the fight. Which brings us back to the. Yeah, we're not going to let you into this yet, Thal. It's going to take at least 1 round so you can hear the fight in the distance. So, I'm going to bring you guys to this map. I'm going to do the thing so we can all see. That's going to work. Huzzahs. All right. I've got all of you sitting at the bottom right now. You're obviously not all there yet, but at the bottom near the center of the map, you guys should be able to see your character tokens. Directly in front of you, right over in this area, that's the 3 rubberneckers, bystanders. These are the 2 minotaurs. This is the reasonably frail middle-aged man Taylor with all of his measuring string around his neck, and he's just backing back. And you can hear now they're here to wreck the place because he said no. He's refused the protection racket. They're going to wreck his place, and he's trying to stop them physically, and it's about to go very, very bad. So, at this point, I am going to turn order thingy comes up. Let me clear it first. Clear the list. So, if you can click your token first, and then the initiative button on your sheet, please. Which one is... I'm going to have to zoom in a bit here to see which ones. There we go. All right. And the character sheet.
I don't think I'm able to grab my Oh no, never mind.
Trying to find it.
If you go to where it has your character's name, class, background, and experience points, it's in that same box. It's a red button.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, the new sheets confused me as well.
It's yeah. I got a lot of positive things to say about 2024, but the sheet, the actual sheet itself, is not as good as it could be. All right. Just before we start, I would like everyone that's here so far, to make a perception roll, please. If you think you'd be paying attention to your surroundings and not just this fight.
Uh,
Nope. And Scout 11, nope.
I don't
And
think Iphigenes is paying much attention. He's seen his target and is now
yeah,
focused upon it.
yeah, full hero mode engaged. So yeah, no roll. So none of you perfect. I'm gonna yeah, that makes perfect sense. So the three of you are ready to go. You are going to get. Oh, I haven't rolled. Sorry, I haven't rolled their initiative yet. I knew it was something I was meant to do. 0. Excellent. That's exact. Oh no, 10. Sorry, never mind. So that's the distance you are from them. You guys have, at the moment, you are behind them. So you have a surprise round. We'll go one round through, and yeah, Thalion, thank you for rolling. We will get you here shortly. Phoebe's on here as well. So, strangely enough, last one on the scene amongst the three of you, because it's a Figanese Scout and then Clarity, but somehow, as you come to a sort of a little part in the alleyway, you, for some reason, stop and gather up, because Clarity gets to go first. They're just over there. Yeah.
Wait, shoot. So do we need to get over there too? Or no?
If you, depending on your range of your stuff.
So
Your bad guys are over here.
yeah, 25.
Okay.
And then I'm hoping that
From you to them, the closest one is 60 feet exactly. So you just
yes!
get it from there. So yeah.
Okay. I am she is going to use Toll the Dead
Okay. On the close
with
one.
full
All right.
health on the
Mhm.
close one.
Okay.
This DC of 13 on wisdom save.
Okay. And let me get my character sheet open here. Move it over here where it's easier to get at. All right. Wisdom save, you say?
Yes.
Actually, fairly reasonable at this. 22. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no effect, right? Because that's a cantrip, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So no effect.
So what does that look like? I think this is the first time you've cast this. What is?
Yes, it is.
A giant bell rings forth, but fill in the blanks. What does that actually look like?
Yeah, I'm still gonna even with her light deity, light creates shadows.
Oh yes. Yep.
And what you see is effectively a shadow from her, because she'll do her same like focus.
Yeah.
She
Mm-hmm.
so she never sees herself cast a spell.
Right. Yep. Because her eyes are always closed. Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And so this black shadow races across the ground to her target.
Yep.
And when the bell rings out, it unfortunately doesn't do damage, but
In this case, yeah. So it runs up to there, and there's like that sonic blast image where you see the like the explosion. But unfortunately, it's timed just wrong and doesn't do any damage. Phoebe's not here, but she'll be here next round. She's one round behind you guys. So Scout, over to you. You're muted again. You're muted. We need you to unmute yourself in Zoom. There we go.
Whoops.
There we go.
All
No
right.
problem. It looked like a great
Okay.
story. Share it with us.
Okay, so oh dear, yeah, Scott is still a little confused on what's going on. He was simply following FDs just for the sake of making sure he was going off alone. So for the most part, I say he's saying uh
Can anybody else not see Clarity's token after you moved it?
I do
do
not
not
see a
have
token.
you on my map.
Yeah, I don't see Clarity's token.
It should be around there somewhere, right?
Hmm.
They did somewhere in there, but yeah, we can't see you. So if you can maybe just delete that one and add another one, thank you. So yeah, Scout, they are around where we just pinged on the map. So around here, tiny Charity. There we go. There's a Charity.
Clarity.
Clarity. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Yeah, standing there, and they just cast this little dot of darkness that didn't seem to do anything. So there we go. There's our picture.
All right. Well, Scott will continue on ahead. Let's see. Oh, let's see here. Oh, 30 feet. All right. So Scott will continue to skitter along and again try to take in his surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's as far as you can move. Okay.
Yep.
Do you have a range weapon you choose to use? You do have line of sight to one of them, at least.
Yeah. What are the rubberneckers doing? Just standing by?
They are preparing to flee. Now that I mean, they were just standing there, and then a bolt of magic went right between two of them. This little dark spot of, and now they turn around over their shoulder to see where that came from, and metallic U is tearing up the street towards them. So yeah, they are about to flee, and they look like they're probably going to head over in this direction, off to the right on the map. But they haven't moved yet because they're just civilians. They go last.
Just civilians.
Yeah. So you've got an attack move left. If you don't have a range attack, you can use it to move again. You also have a bonus action left if you got anything you can do with that.
I would say Scott will once again try to take a good observation of his surroundings. So that would be another perception check.
Perception, or actually, if you're intentionally looking, give me investigation.
All right then.
What are you looking for, roughly?
A new objective. What are we doing?
Oh, okay. 6. That makes it easy. You look around, and the only thing you can see is this. There's a general sensation of the civilians in the area are starting to they're getting used to this, even in just 2 days, and they're just leaving. They're just leaving the area until it's over. That's what I'll give you for a 6.
All right.
Yeah. And then you stay in that position.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and end my turn there.
All right. Iphigenes.
Okay. Movement 35.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 35. I have a longbow, and that has a range of
many.
I think 150 minimum.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
So
you're no
I
disadvantage at this range.
want to aim for this
That one,
fool.
perfect. All right, he has his back to you. I'm actually, because they may have sort of heard the bang, but they haven't had a chance to react yet because you guys have got a full surprise round yet to finish before they get to go. So yeah, I'll give you advantage on this attack as well.
Okay, let's see if I can find advantage
think
on this sheet.
You probably needed it. I think it's at the top as one of the bars choices across the very top, or just roll twice.
Longbow.
15 or
15 and 13,
13.
so it's
So
going to be 15.
that's good. That made the difference. So that hits. So go
Okay,
ahead and roll it down.
damage.
Yeah.
Longbow damage.
5.
5.
Okay. And slow. That's your mastery, right?
Yes, that will reduce their movement speed by 10
Okay.
for
Until the start
until
of
the
your
start
next
of
turn.
my next turn.
Okay. Yeah.
And it cannot be reduced any further.
All right. Perfect. All right. So
I guess he's going to shout to the civilians, "Get out of the way!"
And so yeah, you're tall, so you let loose that shot. It kind of goes over their heads, slams into the one closest to you, and goes sort of through his boot and into the dirt, and kind of pins him a little bit, slowing him down for this turn. He pulls himself free, and he's going to be able to move, but he'll get -10 on this turn on this round. Any bonus action that you have? You fighter, you?
It's still dark, isn't it?
It is, yes, yeah, it is still several hours before dawn.
I have a tinder box, and it says lighting anything
Yep.
takes a bonus action. So let's
Yes,
do
it
that
does.
and get a little bit of light in here.
So torch, I presume yeah, I'll give, yeah, so you just and light up a torch?
Yep.
Perfect. All right, I like that. They don't get to go. Thalion, you hear about 2 blocks off to the side a familiar series of sounds. You hear somehow a bang that you just know is clarity. Like it's like, oh wait a minute, I know that sound. You've heard it before. You've heard them cast before, right? And then you hear the twang of a bow and an oomph. And maybe it's the gods, maybe it's you, but you realize that's your group is just over there. So do you head in that direction? Because you're still carrying buckets, right? And you're muted as well. Everybody's muted. Hello? You're muted on Zoom? Well, I hope I haven't got him while he stepped away. Okay, well, I will do, hopefully, yeah. Let me know when you get back, buddy. I am going to, we'll skip that and go back around to the top of the order. It is, well, that makes sense. They're running towards you. That's all that they need for this turn anyway. They hear you and are heading in your direction. Phoebe's going to get here this round. Talion's going to get here next round. Clarity, back to you. Oh, hang on. At 0, these 3 start to run and head off in that direction. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Why would I get Empire music?
There's a certain inevitability about Clarity's approach. It's just.
I may be tiny, but I'm still coming for you.
I'm tiny but mighty. Yes. So the one closest to you has taken a nick and is kind of, at the moment, sort of pinned to the ground.
Let's go again.
Mm-hmm.
DC of 13.
Okay, let's see. These things actually have surprisingly good wisdom. Nope, not this time. 6. So they're
Yes.
wounded now, so it's a D12, right?
Yes.
So yeah, roll me the.
Oh wait, that's full health. Shoot.
Yeah, that only did that. So there we go.
So 8.
8. All right. So the same little dark dot, the same boom, but this one happened right underneath him and kind of shakes him, and he's still pinned to the ground with the arrow, and he kind of slams back down, and they have taken some damage, but still, it's not a whole bunch. Anything else? 30.
The actually yes. I have channel divinity invoke duplicity,
Yes, you do. Yep.
so I'm going to make a second one of myself
Yep.
because they're not going to know who's who, and they're not going to me.
Yep.
How do I make a second one?
Just drag out another one of your tokens, and remember
Okay.
which one's real, because you get to put them anywhere within 30 feet of you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So where does another
you
you
like-
pop up?
Put a little dot on the duplicate so we can tell them apart.
Yeah, there's
I will.
yeah, there's the little settings tab. I think you could. I took away the. Maybe you can't. Oh, I bet you can't. Because I took away the all the numbers and the wheels around all the characters to keep the
Mhm.
character sheet clean. So actually, if you do it, just draw a little check mark on that one or something, a little X or a little circle around it, because then you can move it when you move that character.
Okay.
So yeah, so that appears over there in front of you. Okay. Next, you did your attack. You did your bonus action. Next is
Yep.
Phoebe. Bonus action Hex, and then they burst on. Like I said, this is when they arrive. So they run back in where you guys just were. Look up the street, see what's going on, and it's this one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They get to there. Is that the right one? Nope. I just moved Stallion. I'm hoping there hasn't been a weather-related issue with Stallion or with the player.
I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. No, you. All you missed was your turn where you heard them fighting and turned to run in their direction.
I could hear you. I
Oh,
just
okay.
had to step away from my computer.
Oh, okay.
Sorry
All
about
right.
that.
No problem at all. Life first, always. So Phoebe steps up to there, adds Hex, and hits the Eldritch Blast button for a 23. The same one you guys have already hit. 10 points of damage. And that's, 7 from the force damage and 3 from the Hex. And pushes them back 10 feet. So they're facing the shopkeeper, and then they get hit in the back with this Eldritch Blast, and it pushes them forward to there, over beside the shopkeeper, and sort of onto the product, but not wrecking anything. That is their move. Scout. The fight is on.
All right. So, seeing where these attacks are heading, he continues toward the area.
Yep.
Oh,
There,
does that land him in a pretty good spot?
6 more spaces. That gets you to there. Yeah.
Yep. And ACC is the condition of 1 Minotaur.
Is that
You know, I guess
another? Did you make 2
Yep.
duplicities? No. Is this one supposed to be here? Okay, I'll make it go away. All right, gun. You had me totally confused. It's like I moved a Minotaur and there was a clarity underneath. Ta-da!
That's what I felt too.
You say, wow, that's a
And
new
for my
spell.
next trick,
Yeah, I poked him in the bum and he moved. All right, so, all right, back to reality.
all right.
you get to there, and you can see the one is
Oh.
sort of pushed into the other one. The other one's still got their back to you.
Okay. Scat doesn't have any ranged attacks, so
Ooh,
I guess for the time being, he'll try to stay hidden.
yep. So yeah, you can use your bonus
Oh.
action to hide.
Yeah, I guess I can do that. Let's see.
I
What
would-
is there for him to hide
I-
under?
I was gonna, yeah, one of this. Like this is a whole little little
Like a
booth,
tarp.
right? Yeah, like a
Yeah.
canopy over a food truck, basically with no truck. Just yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so
yeah.
I guess I use my action to I guess hide
Yeah.
if I can. Do I have to move for
Absolutely.
that?
No, just give me a stealth roll. We'll see how
Okay.
well you hide. And I'm just going to drag you there to show that you're sort of under the canopy.
Okay.
I'll put you there so you're still the same range you were from them, but you just duck underneath. So, oh dear.
Oh no.
So you you do the classic
Poor little
mistake
middleman.
with a 6. You do the thing that every dog has ever done. You forget you have a tail. So you are
Oh,
hid
yeah.
absolutely perfectly underneath the basket, but the basket has a big metal tail. So
Oh,
you're not hidden
dink.
very well. In fact, it doesn't beat their passive perception, so they can see you. But that was your thing. That's your bonus
Oh.
action. All right. So perfect. Iphigenes, everything's going wonderfully well. What do you do?
I move, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's just go 30 to
Mhm.
end up right here.
Yep.
I need to remember where that is.
2 spaces to the left of the fake
Oops.
clarity. False
5,
clarity.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
Another longbow attack. Open the sheet. Click the
At the-
longbow.
At the damaged one? This one up here?
Ooh, it's not hitting
Oh
anybody.
dear. Okay. We're gonna make you pay, but not much. You miss the Minotaur, you miss the shopkeeper, but you shoot one of his mannequins with a very expensive set of clothing on it. You sort of right in the middle of that.
Wince.
Bonus action?
I don't think so.
No.
I will.
Save that until you get into the fight. Yeah.
I mean, all I got is another torch or second wind.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you got second one. You've also got.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I have a thing that I can
Yes.
use a charge of second wind for.
Mm-hmm.
A tactical mod.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, ability check. Shit, not attack
Okay.
roll.
No. Okay.
Never mind.
All right. No problem.
I guess I will shout out, minions of vice. You will not escape from me.
And they both turn and look at you like you just issued a challenge to 2 bulls, right? Literally, right? You called them out, and they turn around and you're as big as they are too, right? There's every instinct in them is screaming to go after you. You brace yourself because it's their turn. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to start with the one that hadn't. Actually, let's start with this one because they've got 10 feet less movement. So they can only move 30 feet. 2, 3. Yep, they can get to there. Even with that. And this one goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which means they are both going to gore you. So the first one.
I guess I should have said I put the bow down and bring out the spear
Yeah.
and shield.
Oh yeah. You're totally ready for melee by the time they get there. But the first one,
You need to beat a 17.
Okay. Let's have a look. Gore. Come on. 23 on the first one and 23 on the second one. Oh
Ouch.
dear. Yeah. The first one does 18 damage.
Oh my god.
The second one does 23. I know you're unconscious. Are you at double your Hit points negative. You're not dead if you are. I just want to know.
You said what again?
The grand
How much?
total is 41. There's no way, right? You're down?
Oh, I'm down. I've only got 28.
Okay. Which means you're not gone. You're only unconscious. You never go below 0 unless you go
Yeah.
to double. You get hit.
Yeah.
The two of them absolutely slam into you at the same time. You feel the horns go in. You feel that impact, just that shuddering boom in your chest. And then you hear this tiny little voice on your hip say, "No fucking way." And you look down, and Hope is holding on to the pithos as you're sort of staggering back, and she looks up at you, and she just sings in her little voice, "It never happened. It didn't happen this way." And they back up. They time reverses, and they go back to where they started, and you see them coming again. But you know this time, and at the last second, you step aside with Hope's help, and the two of them stumble almost through you to there and there. They look shocked, and Hope looks up at you
Antigonus
and
is shocked.
yeah, Hope looks up at you and blinks and says, "You got to be more careful. I can only do that so many times. Now get him!" Like nothing happened. Like it's just like, "Now get him!" And it's the little cheerleader outfit again with the pom poms and the little curly hair, and yeah.
He's not gonna say anything and give the trick away, so he
Mm-hmm.
just shields up and faces the Minotaurs.
Spin around to face them, yeah. Thelian, you at this point finally you've heard all of this ahead of you. You slide around the corner down at though you can see you're at the bottom of the map, right?
Yep.
You slide around there just in time to see the two minotaurs charge towards Iphigenes, and then Iphigenes just kind of phases out and phases back in, and the two of them sort of stumble past him, and their momentum is carrying them forward, and they both look very confused. From where you are, way down here, what do you do?
From way down there. I can see that one of them is at least somewhat injured.
Yep, that's this one
I'm
here.
going to
Or no,
target
sorry, it's
him.
this one. The one between Iphigenes and the fake. 20. Oh no, that was my roll. Okay. What are
I'm
you?
going to target him and you.
Chromatic orb. Oh my goodness. What does it look like? Because it's literally a chromatic orb that you send. It's just this ball of multiple colors. Does that work? Or,
Yep.
Okay. And it goes
Just
past them.
flashing and
Yeah, and just like a rave and a ball. Unfortunately, it goes past the Minotaur and hits one of the those jars behind it. But because it doesn't, these things only ever hurt if they hit creatures. The target is creature. It hits that and just goes, and no damage is done. It just bounces off because it's not a legitimate target. So that's your action. You're doing a movement and or a bonus action.
I'm going to take my movement and run 30 feet forward.
Okay.
Get closer. Hopefully I hit him next time.
All right. And do you have a bonus action?
I do
you can
not
do?
have a bonus action that I want to take.
All right.
I think my character got deleted from the turn order.
Oh, somehow yes, you did. You were at where
18.
were you? 18. Oh, okay.
It was probably on the token that was under the Minotaur that you deleted.
Yes, that's what happened. Okay. So
Thank you.
so click your token, roll in initiative again, and then I can change the number and add you back into the list. Did we miss you once already? Or you're
No, I
next.
just
You're
noticed it.
next. Okay, yeah, you'll be next. So yeah. So yeah, there we go. 8, and I will just change
Yep.
that to 18. Poof. All right, perfect. So Thalion, you move up to there. That's the end of you.
Actually, can I use one of my meta magics?
Yes. Yeah. What is
And
it?
it is, how do I make it go? There. Seeking spell, I get to re-roll
Oh,
if I
yes, you
miss
do.
an attack.
Yep, you absolutely
I'm
do.
gonna
Yep.
try
That's,
again.
that's exactly what this is for. Burn 1 sorcery point. It's like, nope, I don't like that. Ooh, we already had time reversed once, so you shoot, you miss, and it's like you're fly fishing, and you just reel it back in again and try again.
There it is.
That's one of the ones you can stack. Oh, even worse.
Oh, even worse.
Oh no. So
Ah.
you shoot, you pull it back, you shoot again, you hit the other amphora behind him, and also don't damage that one. Sorry, but yeah.
It was a good try.
Wow, your guys' dice are just getting killing you. Clarity. There's a fake you about to get run over. Like it, and the real you is actually also in range because these things have got glaives, big tall weapons that have a 10-foot range. So you're already in that one's range. What do you do?
I I'm I'm peeing out. I'm gonna go hide somewhere.
Yep. So you the thing is, if you run, you're inside their range. They will get a attack of opportunity. One of them will.
Shit. Yeah.
I mean, there's a disengage action.
Yep. You can use that as everybody can use that as an action. It's just rogues can use it as a bonus action. So you could do that, a disengage, and that would let you leave the area.
Mm,
Clarity suddenly
yeah.
realizes they're a cleric. It's like, shit!
Yeah.
I don't have any thump! Clarity takes a level of paladin. Smite, 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 smite. I'm gonna give you time to think. Do it. These are new
quick
characters, you guys. Stallion, you
gonna
were gonna
do-
offer something, maybe?
Isn't it only the fake that is in range? Isn't the real clarity the one that's
Yep, but they've
Yeah,
got.
I'm down here.
But this one has a 10-foot range because
Oh,
of the
I'm sorry, I
glaive.
missed that part.
Yep.
Yep. So then, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try another spell, inflict wounds.
Okay, so you'd have to touch them for that, right?
Oh, that's
I mean, you're in the range anyway. They don't get an attack if you move closer.
and I'm smaller. Okay, yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna get close.
In for a
Get
penny,
between
in
their
for a
legs.
pound. Ah! Charge forward. Take one hand off the staff and go ahead and roll. Because that's to hit, right?
Yep.
Oh, no, sorry. It's a con
save.
save. All right.
Yep.
Oh. Don't do it. Stop rolling well. 20. So
On
I
a
still get
successful
half.
save,
half damage.
half damage.
Yeah. So give me
So 5 damage.
5 points to that one. Holy cow. Okay. All right. And it's like there's a little bruise where you touched him, right? He did 5 points of damage. These are big giant minotaurs. And you're looking.
The infection's starting. There we go.
Yeah. And Phoebe stays where they are, or do they? Hang on. I think it's this. I'm gonna send this. I think this is what we're doing. Yep. There we go. So the one that Clarity just lit up, over your head, you hear from the distance Phoebe saying something in Dark Elf, and this purpley, almost slimy beam comes rolling over the scorching ray. In fact, there's two of them, right? Yeah. So, yeah, the first one misses. The target into the background again. It hits, and it looks like it should start a fire, but it doesn't. Or does it? 3 fiery rays. You control them at one target, and oh yeah, so 23, an 8, and a crit. All right. So yeah, the first one hits, does 9 damage. The second one misses. The third one hits and does damage and crit damage. That's 9, 16. Holy crap. Or was the crit damage? Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, it's just bang, bang. The first and third ones hit massive damage. I'm not going to score the whole amount here, but because I don't think that's right in math, but roughly speaking, it's just, for a moment, it's just wrapped in these red flames, and it's kind of pawing at them. Clearly doesn't like what's going on. They're just thugs, right? They were just here to beat up this guy. They're already showing signs of not taking that much damage, but showing signs of potentially breaking. And then, Scout, you're up. You're finally close enough.
All right. So Scott has the impression that the 2 minotaurs are distracted by the quite a bit of flashy damage being dealt to them.
Yep.
So
You have advantage because of the proximity of your teammates as well.
Yep.
On any attack.
So he's going to scurry up behind this hunk of beef right here.
Yep.
And he is going to go for the heels.
Okay. So
You
give
see
me
his
an attack. Yeah.
arm thrust towards the Minotaur's ankles.
Okay.
And you see the short sword come out of his palm.
Yep. And then
And
swing.
I would like to enhance this with a sneak attack.
Oh, yes. Yep.
All right, so let's see if I do this right. Okay.
Should be just toggle the sneak attack to on and then hit the attack, and it should do it for you.
Oh, that's not it.
That's telling us all about it, but not actually using it.
Whoops.
No problem. Just go into the attack page, right on the front page.
Combat. It's called
page.
combat.
Combat. That's what it's called.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Here it is.
It should be right near the top.
And let's see. Let's go with the standard.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh no. New weapon. Who dis? You swing and it's just whoops. Got the range wrong. Yeah. Oh wait a minute. You got advantage because of your because of the other people surrounding them. They're flanking.
All right then.
So give me a second roll. If it's another 3, then we're screwed. No, but it's a 7, which is just as bad. So yeah, you're swinging. You think this is wrong. You correct, and it's like this is still wrong. Whiff. And you fail to make contact.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the first one,
It looks like
between the
you're
legs,
rolling with
misses.
strength. You could choose to roll with dex, couldn't you?
Yep, absolutely. So what is your dexterity modifier?
Let's see. The dex modifier +3.
+3. Okay, so instead of -1, so we can add 4 to both of those. So that would have been a 7 and an 11, right? Deku? Is that what you're saying?
So let's see, it's
First
plus
one would have
dex
been a 6.
and proficiency, so that's a plus.
So +5, yeah, okay. But they got the proficiency here, so it's only plus dex versus the -1 of strength, right? So +3 versus -1, so +4 total. Right?
Hold up.
Yeah.
Strength modifier. Yeah, the strength is -1. The dex is a +3.
+3. So yeah, these would have been higher by 4. So still, unfortunately, not enough. I can fix that after the session and just change it in the sheet. But yeah, you still missed. That would have been a 7 and an 11. So whiff again, unfortunately.
Oh,
I actually kind of interested in the way this is going. Iphigenes.
So, which of these looks the bloodiest? Mr. Man here that I've been beating on, or
This one just below you.
Firebrand?
Yeah, because they got lit up. Yeah. So they've
Okay.
taken more damage. Plus, they look a little more shocked and a little more sort of not wanting to be here.
Okay, so because I have a shield up, I need to do my spear one-handed.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. 21.
21 definitely hits. Give me the damage. And then they've got
Damage is 11.
Okay. And they are now sacked, which is disadvantage on their next attack, right?
Where is that?
It's
Weapon
looks like
mastery,
you hit a
spear,
creature.
sap.
Yeah, I did it. So yeah, it's disadvantage on their next attack roll before the start of your next.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect.
Fuck
All right.
this guy. Action surge.
Finally, yes. Now, one more
Use
action.
that
So
up, and
light him up.
I am
Yeah.
hitting his ass again.
Yep.
Spear. If I can scroll up fast enough.
Oh, 9.
9.
Is there anybody who would retroactively like to give them guidance? Yep. Okay. So
I
roll
don't
up.
think that works for attacks.
I'm going to give you the shot for this time. Even if it doesn't, you're probably right. But for your honesty, I'm going to let you break the rule that you pointed out is in place. So because you have to roll a 4 for this to hit. So you roll a 1d4, and if you roll a 4, then this hits.
Okay. Dice. I have so much.
So many windows
D4.
open. Yeah. Okay. You did it. You did it. So yes.
I did?
Yep, you did. You rolled a 4 on the d4. So you yep. So give me the damage. You stab him with the spear. 8 more points
8.
of damage. Okay. You drive that spear into them again and again. Like, I know you can't do double disadvantage, but the first one got him in the back of the leg and just sort of made them bend. The second one got him right in the thigh, and it's just they start to rotate out. They're next, and you can see this one at least is leaving, which means everybody that's close is going to get an attack of opportunity in a second here. But this one is given up. It's fleeing. You used action surge, so I think that's it for you.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Hope made it so I didn't take any damage, so
Yes.
I have no point in using second wind.
Yep. Makes perfect sense. Yeah, you got the above table. It's she hopes that you never get one-shotted. So if you ever get one-shotted from full health to below 0, she hopes that it didn't happen to you, and then it doesn't happen. So she's basically,
but only a limited number of times a day.
Yes, yeah, exactly. She's got limits too. She's a super bard essentially. She's like god tier bard, but with some serious limitations. Yep, godlet. She's made by a god. She's a construct of Hephaestus. So, but with this one, you pull the spear out of it and you see it hobbling as it tries to leave. I need opportunity attacks from Iphigenes, Scout, and Charity.
12.
Okay, that you've still got guidance, so give me a +4. Man, Charybdis Scout needs a different weapon. You miss again with a 12. 13 is the AC. A 1
I only
this
got a
time,
1
so
on my
13. So the 13, you did it again. Last time you had a 9, you needed a 4. This time you had a 12, you only needed a 1. So once again you hit. So go ahead, do some damage.
Spear one-handed damage. 11.
Can I use a
another 11.
cantrip?
Technically
You
no,
normally
but
need a
the
normally
Warcaster
need a
or
feat
something.
to do that.
Yeah, but for in this instance, I'm gonna let you, because again, this is like a more or less. There's still one left, but this is a fight ending moment. So we'll let you do this. Tolda dead, and it's not. So yeah, let's do the. Oh, I like this. They get a wisdom save. Bang. 4. They failed it beautifully. They start to step away. Yep. They start to step away, and you told that dead. I will always hear that in Jester's voice. And just bang, and the little. It's only got to go 5 feet this time, right? It's right there, and it just you feel the bell. Never mind, you hear it. You even where you're standing, you can feel it. It's just bong, and everybody's bones just vibrate for a second while it farewells off. And when it does, it's like it's reduced all his joints and his bones to jello. He's trying to move, but there's just no, and he's just sort of clawing at the dirt. And he rolls over on his back and he's opening his mouth to ask for something. And from a nearby rooftop, you see just the flicker of light reflecting off a thrown object. And you look up and you see, rumor has it, standing on the rooftop. And when you look back, you see that thrown knife that he is sticking out of the neck of the Minotaur. And it has one more twitch and dies on the street. The other one is here, still really quite healthy, but at this moment throws up its hands. I surrender. I'm not going to ask you guys to roll this out because I want to ask. Fight or let him go?
Tie his ass up.
Information and let him go.
Okay. Scout and Talion? What's your input?
I'm okay with letting him
Interrogation.
go. Yeah.
Okay. So tie him up and question him? Was that the plan? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Phoebe, for a moment, suggests just killing him in cold blood right here on the street. And then once you guys say, no, we can get information, I'm going to get so much shit for this because it's the 3rd time tonight. Heavy sigh. Okay. And you guys, he allows himself to be tied up and sort of, the tailor says, if you want to interrogate him with sticks, you can do it in here. And he points into his building.
I guess drag him in there.
Okay. So, you leave the one in the street, and in a matter of seconds, you guys haven't even finished like tying him up yet. And rumors down, he jumps down onto one of the canopies and then jumps down onto the ground and swaggers over to the dead one like he did it all by himself. And he pulls out the little dagger and he wipes the blood and he sticks the bloody cloth that he uses onto the Minotaur's belt. There's no DNA, they're not going to catch him, right? And he resheaths his little sword and he looks up at you guys and says, so, if that one doesn't tell you what you need to know, I know a way you can get into his boss's house. But once you take him out, you gotta not see me going in there. There's some nice shit in that house, and I'm gonna steal as much of it as I can carry.
At this point, I do not care what you do. We need these things gone.
Absolutely, there you go. So we're on the same side practically.
Apollo, help us.
He kind of like looks over his shoulder. Like, where? Oh, you were just saying. Okay. Oh, you shouldn't do that to a fella. And Faith is like, do what? Say Apollo, and he goes, oh, Jesus. Oh,
Hope.
I just invented a god. Yeah, Hope. Yeah, I got the name wrong again, and I said the wrong god. So yeah, that's how flustered he is. He just invented a new yeah. So yes, Hope says that, and the two of them are kind of looking at each other, kind of like two legendary characters on a battlefield. They're kind of like, He's the number one thief in this city, and she's the creation of a god, right? And he's bold enough to think he could give as good as he gets. He's wrong, but that's what he thinks. It's clear as day. He says, so and he looks over at you, Thalia, and he says, that tin bird of yours, just send it to get me when you guys decide to do the mission. I'll show you how to get in sneaky like.
I nod. We appreciate any help you can give.
Well, yeah, you are helping these nice people here. And he points at the tailor. He says, oh, by the way, I think this might be yours. And he pulls a pouch of money out of his pocket and hands it back to the tailor. And the tailor looks at it, opens it up. He says, that's my till. You didn't even come in here. And he just goes, ta-da. And Hope's just giving him the stink eye, and the deerstalker hat's back, and she's giving him the Holmes, like watching him look. She does not trust him at all. You guys drag the Minotaur into the building. He is, with all of you standing around him, I don't need rolls. He's done. He has given up. What do you want to know? And he's making a play of stretching against the ropes, but he's not even trying. Like, he's just waiting until you guys let him go.
Above table gang, I'm drawing a blank.
Okay. Well, this would seem to be a good time then, perhaps, to drop the curtain on tonight, and then you guys have got a week to think about this. Also, we can use staff chat to make very clear what you do and don't know about your target already. And where it is, and how Rumor may be able to help you to get in there or not. So we can do all of that starting next week.
Sounds good to me.
I'm going to do the thank yous
That
in a
works.
second, but I want to point out one thing before I do. If you ever wanted to see 2 episodes that were the same, that were different, watch This Morning and Now compared to this fight. Compare this fight to the morning group. They got lucky where you guys didn't, it was a very different encounter. So that means I win, because I get to see, I get to prove my theory that the players make the game, not the GM, because this is the same notes that both teams are working to. So now for the thank yous. You guys are amazing. Well, I'm going to start with Deku, because 41 points of damage. For a moment, I felt like you stopped breathing. Is that a fair assessment of what happened?
I was very shocked, yes, because for some reason I don't know why I thought I could take on 2 fully charging Minotaurs.
Yep. So,
But
yeah.
that's the fighter for you.
Yep.
Go
Oh,
in,
yeah. Mhm.
fight, get
Mhm.
stomped.
Yep. And go back in and do it again the next day. So an excellent learning experience for Ephigenes. I like that very much. These guys are tough, and I'm going to stop there. But thank you so much for bringing Ephigenes. Violence is always the answer, even when, oops, I could have died right there. Still, just turn around and start swinging again, right? So I love him. Yeah.
He's been doing that for a while now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like,
he's been dead lots of times.
Getting marched out to a war front,
Yep.
getting captured by the enemy, getting
Oh,
sent
yeah.
to their blood pit fight
Yep.
arenas, fighting for his freedom.
Yep. Yeah, this is nothing new. So yeah, today you got gored by 2 bulls, but you kind of didn't. So thank you for that that character thing. It also gave me a chance to show off one of Hope's features. Let's go next to Sarah, because Clarity, world's greatest healer, Apollo, yay! Big day for Clarity. Got a new god and all. Thank you so much for playing them. She just kind of takes everything in her stride. It's like, yeah, best ever. We're good. That's fine. Apollo, okay, yeah, thumbs up. So the like so
Inside,
many.
she's a mess.
Yep. But a very optimistic mess. Just, this is going to work out because I'm the best there's ever been. Let's go. So thank you for that. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens when they fail as bad as some of the others failed. So I'm waiting to see that. That's always fun. But thank you for playing that character. Corey, Scout is so much fun. There's a lot of the time Scout's just like the family dog, but he's also got a mind. But it's very careful when they speak and what they say, and they're still. I get the impression that they still don't trust the rest of the group really, and they certainly. And this is the cool part for me is they don't know themselves at all. Like their background is question mark, right? And no memories. All they remember is being in the cage. And you showed that really well when you did the reveal of the arms. It almost felt like Scout was discovering them for himself. At the same time, it's like, oh, cool. Oh, I do that. That's cool. And so yeah, it was really fun to watch that self discovery, which is, I mean, it's a great character arc anyway. But when it's literally from scratch, that's a big project. So I'm looking forward to seeing that play out. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Brandon, I just cannot seem to help myself. Every single week I throw you under the bus. I did it in the intros this week. I didn't even wait till we started playing. So, buddy, love you lots. It's okay. He likes you. I will.
It happened.
I will do my best to not do it anymore. But I like Thalion. They are just sort of matter of fact about everything. It's like, this is what we need to do. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. They're not getting wound up about anything. They're just, okay, this is the next attack. This is the next thing. And I keep getting this feeling like they're waiting for their moment. And then it's just going to be, oh yeah? There. Right? I just get that. That's the feeling I get from Thalion. So I'm looking forward to waiting for the bomb to drop. And because I'm pretty sure they're going to watch this, Janet, I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it now. I'm sorry what I did with your character. It's probably not what you would have done, but it worked for the story. And 3 heavy sighs in 2 hours is not that bad. You can tell me how wrong I am later. But thank you all for playing in this game. This is, you guys you literally made me sweat tonight. So well done. Playing this with the 2 groups is a lot of fun. The morning crew has defined themselves as the FAFO crowd, and today, yeah, they FA'd and they FO'd this morning. They just about lost 2 people. They had 1 unconscious and 1 at 1 hit point at one point in the fight, and so yeah, they learned a lesson today too, similar to yours, but in a very different way. So. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to chat. I don't get much of a chance to look down on this game because I'm busy, but I see you down there. Rock Paper Fox Nerd. Thank you so much. Welcome to the show. Siosa, man, I thank you for all the views. It's not just this show. Some of you, I keep waking up to seeing things like 30 stream viewing streak, and just. I make that face because I don't. I'm boggled that you guys watch all of this stuff, but every single time, thank you for every single view. You're 1 away from 20, man. Oh my god, that's wild. So thank you all in chat for tonight. Thank you everybody watching the VOD. Honestly, this is where we get most of our views, 40 to 50 views on the VODs. So hi, thank you. If you want to see the ones you've missed, please go over to YouTube. Same thing, Dirty 20 Gaming on YouTube. And if you're watching us there and you watched all the way to here, I'm going to presume you liked it. So hit the little thumb, hit the little bell so you know we're putting up 5 to 6 shows a week now on YouTube. We're almost 800 videos over there now. It's getting crazy and growing all the time. Thanks to an amazing group of people. Thank you. But an amazing group of people here that are not just gamers, because that's what we do for fun. That's what we do to bond together as a group. But what we're really about is support. The long version is shared pain is lessened, shared joy is increased. That's from Spider Robinson. I didn't write that. I wish I did. But my shorter version of it is, until next time, please be nice to each other. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Night,
Stay warm,
y'all.
y'all.
Yeah.